I'm literally outside the YMCA right now because I needed to calm down. I just walked into the family women's locker room with my children, and there was a grown fucking man sitting in there by the showers. Immediately he looked like I had to double check, like I had to like triple check to make sure that it maybe like wasn't a woman who has like PCOS and like lots of facial hair. No, it was a grown ass man sitting where the toilets are and where all of the bathrooms are. Showers, I mean. I instantly felt so unsafe, so uncomfortable, and thank God my children had gotten dressed before we got there. I literally feel sick to my fucking stomach right now because guess what? When I approached the staff, they basically told me that that person identifies as non-binary, and by Washington state, they are allowed to be in whatever bathroom they identify as. What in the actual fuck? This is so... I can't even believe that we are having these conversations. Like, how is this even a discussion? How is this even a discussion? How are we in a world where we have young children in a women's family locker room and there are grown-ass men in there and they are protected over our children? I was like, get the director. I don't care who I need to talk to. And again, they're telling me to lower my voice. Let's go talk in private. No, I want everybody to hear that there was a man in the women's locker room where children are, the family locker room. But again, it's because that's what they feel comfortable with. But there's literally other bathrooms here that they can use that are designed for whatever you fucking choose to be. I don't care if you choose to be a fucking frog. I don't care. Get the fuck out of the children and family locker room. I literally want to cancel my membership. I don't know. Tell me what to do. I don't care what I need to do. I want to file complaints. Whatever we need to do, but this is absolutely not okay. And I'm so upset. I'm so upset that this is the world that we live in.
These are the type of the complaints that we need to do, that we need to be vocal about. What's going on with Washington, really? I hear more and more crazy things about this state. There's a preacher that I watch and he's from Seattle, and his church, I'll call it Pastor Russell Johnson. He did an outdoor event and almost like a revival worship service out in downtown Seattle, and they had Antifa come in and harassing the people worshiping there, and then the mayor of Seattle was on Antifa's side about it. Man, Washington's so woke right now, and this story here is just ridiculous. I mean, you can just go into a washroom, you can tell somebody or an organization and say you're non-binary with no proof. You could just check it off and say you're non-binary and go in any washroom that you want. Yes, I fully agree with this lady. Cancel your membership, but make some noise doing it. She did the right thing, but she needs to make more noise about it. She needs to let every mother in that gym know that you can expect to see men in those washrooms if the gym doesn't do something about it. And this is what it's coming to, because that's why this whole non-binary thing is, I look like a man, but I feel like a woman. Or I look like a woman, but I feel like a man. Therefore, I am not who I look like. The confusion, it's not making this world better by having all of these different classifications. Our generation and the generation before us grew up with two classifications, male or female. It is what God created, male or female. You don't know whether they're male or female? Check their body parts. Well, not literally, but the doctors know, the parents know, man or woman, non-binary. I don't know. Twist the scenario around. How many have we heard any stories yet of men taking their children into men's locker room or family room to get changed, and they see a woman in there? And like, what would our reaction be? Like I would feel like what the heck is going on? Like, can I can I even do anything? What are you doing here? And if she was to say, "Well, I'm non-binary. I'm a woman. I'm a man," or non-binary, what? How does that give you the? How are other people supposed to feel comfortable about that? Washington State, if you want non-binaries to have privilege like that, you need to make a third washroom so that they can do what they need to do and stop making other people uncomfortable. Like a mother taking their children into a washroom to change their clothes, and you got a man that says he's non-binary. How are we? How are we supposed? How are mothers supposed to believe that he could fully well be just a normal heterosexual man wanting to be in a room so he can look at other women and children, and that alone is sick. That is sick, and I don't. I honestly, obviously, this is a state problem, but and you just have wait. Seriously, what are y'all thoughts on this? This is disgusting because, like I said, I don't live in Washington, but these things if we don't say things about this, these governments will just do whatever the heck they please. And yeah, let me know your thoughts on this. This is it's just absolutely ridiculous. Like grown stinking men going into women's family washrooms and getting away with it because they say they're non-binary. Who's believing this madness? Who's defending this madness? And if you're defending this, do you feel okay? If there's a woman defending this, do you feel okay walking in a room and fully getting undressed in front of a man who calls himself non-binary? Do you feel comfortable doing that? If you say yes, then I don't know what I can say. But many, many, many women should feel like this woman in this video. All right? Like, share, and subscribe to Born Purpose. Until the next video, I am out. God bless. Peace.